Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. We're back obviously once again with some more Paladins. We're going to be playing Torvald today in a loadout that I really don't know if I could ever recommend somebody to actually even try. But you know what, we're going to roll with it today. I played against it, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday as Talus. I've only ever gone against this once, and I've only ever seen this once. I've not got the same loadout as the guy I went against. I've just gone ahead and crafted, I guess, my own loadout here that should hopefully work. It's a little bit more towards the silly over-the-top side, but I'm hoping at least it'll show me how this loadout will play, and then I guess I can tweak it, or you can tweak it if you want to try this, and maybe it works out. But this is one of those videos where I feel like it's a mistake, and I'm realizing it's a mistake before I even get into a game. We obviously have Scribe's Wit. That's one hell of a interesting name for a card, which reduces the cooldown of Nullify by 5 seconds. I don't know what the cooldown is by default. We have Glyph of Freedom, 70% CC reduction, pretty much. It's kind of card you kind of need as a frontliner because there's a lot of CC going on in Paladins. Rune Torrent, enemies affected by Nullify receive pretty much half healing for 3 seconds, and I think that's after the last hit on it. So if you do it for the whole 2 seconds duration, it's technically a 5-second anti-heal, so it's kind of cool. 2 filler cards just to help us out a little bit. And let me check. So the default cooldown is 12 seconds. We're putting that down to 7. And as far as I can tell, doing the maths real quick, it has 800 damage over 2.5 seconds, and then we're adding 450, so that's 1250 for 2.5 seconds. That means 2 seconds would be 500 each, and then half a second would add that last little 250. So we're doing 500 damage a second, which seems like a lot, but when you think about it, you fire 4 shots that deal 180 each. So your basic attacks are still dealing more damage than Nullify, which is why I'm not really that confident with this. But so we're dealing 500 a second with Nullify, and we're dealing, let me work this out. So we're doing 4 times the, okay, so we're doing 720 through our basic attacks, so it's what, 2/3 of our basic attack damage if we're landing every hit without drop off. I don't know if Nullified can be counted. I'm guessing it can because direct damage, so it can be Haven. But one thing I don't know, and this is another thing I'm interested to find out in this video, I think if somebody has CC reduction, we don't deal the same amount of damage. We don't deal 1250, but in a shorter period of time. We deal the same equivalent damage to how long we're locked into them. So if they have so much CC reduction that it's only half a second, then our Nullify is only going to deal 250, which is pathetic, and the whole loadout will be pretty much denied by CC reduction, which is kind of the main reason that I'm guessing that this is going to completely fail, is because any type of CC reduction will completely screw over what you're doing, and then your loadout and your legendary card will be providing you 0 benefit. I think this will work best against squishy characters, because keep in mind we deal 1250 during the whole 2.5 seconds, so if there's a flanker, we get a good grab on them, they don't have CC reduction, that's more than half a health bar on a lot of the flankers. So that's my guess on how we're going to play today. So in an interesting turn of events, we've actually been given TDM Abyss, which, if you remember back to my PTS video, I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I made a Torvald video? Then the PTS, went down. Those weren't my exact words, by the way, I was paraphrasing, but basically I was wanting to do Torvald on TDM Abyss, and now we actually get a chance to do him in live, which is fantastic because this is a really, really good map for him, or in my opinion it should be, because we have an ult that should be able to knock an entire team off. Again, we're going to be countered by CC reduction in that way. Torvald in general is countered by CC reduction and Rekka pretty damn heavily. We should be good though. So we got a Cassie, a Maldamba, a Koga, obviously, and a Drogo. So we're going up against another Koga, again, obviously, a Genos, Lex, Bombkin, Cassis. They have no tank or healer. We have both, then 2 damages on the flank. They simply have 1 healer. They do have a healer. I didn't realize Genos was in the middle there. 2 flanks and 2 damage. Shout out to Blocky Stream. Loving the name. Reminds me very much of streaming on Twitch with 1000 bitrate. If you get that reference, props, I suppose. Bomb King, Biz King, and Chancellor Maldamba still don't have card art, even though Cassie does, and that Cassie's one actually looks pretty good. So direct current, just don't. Let's get a cheeky inspect and a spray. Can you spray here? Who can I shield? Wait, is it giving me the option to shield myself? I'd usually get Nimble for Torvald, but I feel like Crohn's makes more sense because we're going to have quite a long cooldown on our right click. I don't see any sort of CC reduction going on here, as far as I can tell at least. Yeah, I think we're clear, unless I'm just not seeing it. I don't see any CC reduction straight off the bat, but I might just be being blind. Let's test this out. Who are we testing it on? Cassie? Does she see me? Or should we go for Genos? I think Genos sees me. Let's try and get Cassie. Direct current. 47 damage a tick. I was expecting it to be more than that. It's a bit low, but you know what? We can deal with that. Let's chase this Genos down, or somebody else. There's a Koga here. There's the silence. Oh, I forget people can still attack. I completely forgot people could still attack. Not even joking. I actually forgot for a second there that Torvald's silence doesn't silence basic attacks, and that it just silences abilities. There's a shield for you. They really need to update the animation on that to actually change if he's got the faster detonation card, because I couldn't tell if that was going to go off or if it was still going. Let's get rid of you. Let's get a silence on Koga. 50 a tick. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm guessing it's because he had Haven 1. Yeah, Cassie and Bomb King have Haven 1, which denies it by 10%. I see what you just tried to do there, Cassie. I see how it is. I understand there's a shield, but as you can tell, that detonates before the wick is at the bottom, which makes no sense. Although maybe that's intentional. There's a silence on you. He's gone. Okay, second time we got a kill with that now. Trying to run away, but my god, they were mowing me down. It would be really cool if your silence actually siphoned health. I'm a bit upset that it doesn't silence basic attacks. I kind of wish it did, but at the same time, it's really cool that it deals that much damage with this loadout. I was expecting this to be a bit of a bigger failure, and right now I don't feel like I'm at any downside. I feel like I'm actually doing pretty well. But yeah, it would be cool if you could, you know, siphon health, because you used to be able to siphon shields. Shout out to those of you guys that are the real OGs, and remember Torvald used to be able to siphon shields off people. Those were the good days. Although, were they? I don't know. I kind of prefer Paladins the way it is now. I don't think I prefer older Paladins. I'm happy the way Paladins is, but basically, he used to be able to siphon shields. If you've not been playing for long enough, then you won't know what I'm talking about. We just killed that Genos by knocking him off the map because I silenced him out of his F. That was 1 play and a half. You are going off the map, Cassie. There we go. She's definitely gone. Oh my god. Cheeky spray. We killed the Lex, we knocked the Damber off, and then we also went ahead and killed the Cassie and helped with the Bomb King. What a play. But it would be really cool if the actual Nullify either, you know, countered basic attacks too, so they were completely silenced. I think it used to work that way, but don't quote me on that. Or if it siphoned health, because then you'd have a little bit more sustain with it, or if it regened your shield, because I know it used to siphon shields and that was a little bit overpowered, but it'd be really cool. Why did you go for Koga? If it siphoned health, but instead of giving you health back, it gave you a shield, because that's kind of the whole thing with Torvald. So that would be an interesting mechanic that I'd like to see. Hello, Genos. There's my spicy 180 a hit. We just completely removed his health bar. God damn. We chased him down. Are we chasing this freaking Makoa? You're not a Makoa. You're a Genos. I know you're not a Makoa. I'm that bad with names right now. There's a shield for you. Hello, Genos. Let's finish him off. Oh my god, he's 1 hit. Are we going to chase him? I don't know what to do. Koga. Oh, enemy team. That's the whole enemy team. There's nothing I can do there. We are winning, but I'm not playing that well. I feel like I could definitely be doing better. I feel like this loadout is holding me back a tiny bit. It isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can give it that. It isn't, like, atrocious. You could easily still win a game like this, but there's definitely better ways to play Torvald that I would recommend, because I feel like I deal damage with it now, but I don't feel like it's worth, like, losing the whole loadout out over. I think nearly in every situation, I'd take a different legendary card and loadout instead of this one, unless maybe I was going up against a team that I really wanted to silence for some reason. There's a silence on Koga. It doesn't even go through walls, which sucks. Tried to hit F, but I don't think that counts it anyway. I think that only triggers on health, so my shield probably wouldn't have helped me there. I didn't mean to grab that, but sure, we might as well take advantage of the fact that I just, you know, grabbed the thing that gave me full ult, even though I was on nearly full. That was on accident. I killed Alex, but I didn't mean to grab that. It's a shame. I wish it went to 195%, so that if you had it at 95%, you grabbed it, it would, like, still give you the option to use it again, because that was a waste. I should have given that to the Damber. The game's over anyway, and we won, so it doesn't matter. What a victory. That game went really quickly. We get top play? I didn't really think we did, but there was a small chance. The Genos did. That's their Genos. I'm guessing that's when he ulted? I guessed correctly, because I stood still there because I was trying to do something else. Oh, so he basically ults and then grabs a thing and ults again because he fucked up the first time and only hit me. It's kind of easy to hit Torvald. I have no movement. And he's going to spray an emo. I would be salty, but I can't be salty. I'm proud. Well done, Genos. Little small clap for you. Congratulations, you did it. So if we take a look at the stats real quick before I jump into the second match, damage-wise, we actually had, I think, top 5? Yeah, I think we were top 5. Dragos was above us. Obviously, Cassie. Obviously, freaking Lex, obviously, and Koga. Obviously, we beat a Genos out. We beat a Bomb King out. Their Bomb King must have been really bad. We beat out a Damber. Obviously, we beat out a Koga as well, and we nearly beat out a Cassie. We still won that. Looking at the stats, I'd guess that they won, but I think Bomb King probably shifted the tides there because he went 1-8. Let's do again. Let's play another one. I want to make sure it's not Siege. I want to do another TDM with it because I feel like that is the only scenario where damage Torvald in this way would make much sense. I think if they made this card stronger, like, I feel like the way they could make this actually be a sensible card card is if they made Direct Current, this legendary card, actually give you like initial damage, because the way that this was countered was the fact that I have to wait for 2.5 seconds, and if it's CC, I wait less time and deal even less damage. It's one of the only legendary cards and loadouts and abilities that gets its damage reduced because it deals damage over time. As far as I know, I think there's other abilities that lose the damage depending on obviously how long you connect it for, but I feel like this is the only setup entirely, like the whole way I'm playing Torvald right now. If you get CC immunity, I'm basically useless. Terrible job of explaining myself, but I hope I did a decent enough job for you to get a general idea of what I was trying to say. What I think they should do, and what I would love to see me personally, again, I love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, I'm just throwing my opinion out there. I would love to see it give Direct Current a burst of damage, so like the second it connects, you get like a 300 damage burst. Doesn't have to be much, just because then you know get the benefit of the legendary card, even if they had CC reduction. Just have like a 300 burst, and then maybe 300 at the end. That would be the ideal way to have it. That might make it too strong, but I would love to see a way where you get bonus damage at the start, you then get tick damage, and then if you like keep the thing connected for the whole 2.5 seconds because they don't have CC reduction or something, you deal another 300. But then also, if they did have CC reduction and maybe they made it so it still dealt the bonus damage at the end, even if it was for like half a second, then it would still not be completely countered, and that might make more sense. I don't know. I'd love to see initial damage and end damage. I don't know if I'd put the end with CC reduction or only if it was like the full 2.5 seconds. I don't know, but I'd love to see it change, because right now nobody picks this. Anyway, I'll move on from that. Team-wise, we have a Cassie, a Kinessa, a Meave, and an Andro, and we are going up against a Mako with the new skin, a Sky, Nessa, Genos, and Koga. Nessa's going to be a pain. Genos isn't too bad. Koga isn't too bad. Sky should actually be countered kind of hard by what I'm trying to do, because she's pretty ability-based. Same with Mako, actually shouldn't be too bad. Meave, as long as she sticks on the Nessa, should be fine. Just realized we have one too, so that's a Nessa v Nessa there. Andro versus Koga, Cassie v, I guess, Sky and Genos, and me versus Mako. I don't know, it's TDM, it doesn't really work like that. Now that I think about it, it might be a little bit cheesy if it still triggers the bonus damage at the end if the duration is only 1.5 seconds, or like half a second, because then you'd be dealing like 700 in like half a second as Torvald, so that might feel a little bit weird. Maybe like every extra 1 second you get, it deals a tiny bonus, and then at the end you get another big bonus, because now that I think about it, like I just said, if it dealt bonus at the start and end with CC reduction, you'd probably be dealing like, you know, 700 in like one tiny burst with like no time on it. So yeah, I'd like to see bonus damage at the start and end. That's it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I went on about it for too long already, but let's just go on and actually play the damn game. Is it bad that I just realized that you start off with 28% ult charge on TDM, Trade District? I don't know if that applies on other maps too, but I've literally just realized that you get bonus ult at the start of TDM games. Nice. There's a person over there. There's the entire enemy team over there. Got a couple of nice little spicy hits in there. I don't know if this person's disconnected. I don't know. He's just waiting. I have no idea what this Koga's doing. I killed him. I feel bad for that being first blood, but I don't really know what he was trying to do. He's kind of just stood there, but sure, you do you, Koga. Who we flanking? Who we flanking, boys? Kinessa? No, I think this Koga might be a bot. Either that or he's just really bad. There's some good hits on you. There's my F. Oh my god, I didn't regen any of my shield with that because he was dealing consistent damage to me. He's never played Koga before. I doubt he's even ever held a mouse in his hand before. Maybe I should try and flank people? Maybe that's the tactic here. There's a Nessa here. Hello, Nessa. Silence. You know, that wasn't too bad. That could have been worse. Hello, Makoa. This is a bit of a strange fight. I'm just going to regen that real quick. Thank you. Silence. I think he just tried to hook me, but I'm not sure. I'm dead anyway. I lost that fight just because there was a Genos helping him. If not, I probably would have stood a chance there. Let's get some Haven. Shield for you. We are 5 kills behind, even though they have a Koga who is very, very bad. Let's jump over here. That scares me every time I do it with a slow character. That's bad. Hello, Nessa. Silence. It worked. There we go. We probably would have killed her with or without the new silence, but sure, there's a spray. Aha! The entire enemy team. I was expecting you. Okay. I was going to end that cut on some sort of interesting line, but, you know, then I couldn't think of anything, so I just left it. I'm now going to seem even stranger because I'm talking about the cut, even though I haven't made it yet. Obviously, when I record this, it's one continuous thing, but then I edit it together and cut out the boring parts. I was gonna come up with a good line. I didn't have one there. Don't do it to me! God damn it! God damn it, Makoa. I was just about to get such a spicy kill on that Nessa. Can you not stand, like, right there when you're on no health? Did this Nessa just miss me twice? I see she's trying to touch my head, but you can't touch this. You can't grab these moves. She's there on, like, no health. Can we get her? Oh my god, she's regen some. There's a shield for you. Let's get rid of that. Where you at, enemy team? What's popping? Okay, there's a Kinessa body. Hello, silence. He's dead. There we go, nice. Okay, hello Makoa, there's the silence. Yes, nullify to the max. That doesn't feel like that dealt 1,200, but sure, I'm just dead. I can't even ult him away because it looks like he's got CC immunity. He doesn't have CC immunity. Why was he glowing yellow? Is that just me? Am I just blind? It looked like he was glowing yellow even though he wasn't. Meave just died to a Nessa somehow. I can't shield you because you're behind a wall. Bollocks. Hello Makoa, there's a shield for you. Let's just silence him. There goes your shield, good sir. At least that kind of worked, although I didn't get the kill. I'm pretty sure their Koga's a bot, and not like an automatic bot that's implemented by Paladins when someone DCs, like a bot that somebody has paid for to level up their account or something, because it's not playing like a Paladins bot, it's playing like a really dumb Paladins bot, which is like saying something, because the Paladins one really isn't all that good. This is going to be a loss, and that's fine. If I have like above top 3 damage on my team, I'll be happy with that. I think this Knessa just went here. Is she here? Yeah, she's dead. Hello, Makoa. What's poppin'? I'm not going to let him kill me for like the 5th time this game. We're actually going to finally finish him off. There's my F. Let me regen that real quick. We're going to get this Makoa. I think he's going to try and hook me off the map or not. Let's just kill him. There we go. Cheeky spray. That's just revenge. Oh no, his body's going down the stairs. That's so grim. He has like nimble too, and I have like a super low amount of nimble, so there's nothing I can really do. Did he just try and ult or hook? I don't even know. Thank you for finally turning around and trying to fight him instead of doing whatever you were doing, Andrew. I think I've done pretty good this game, but I think we're going to definitely lose. I know we're going to lose with 2 kills away from loss right now. Akasi isn't even playing. Their Koga also isn't playing. As you can see, he's just kind of botting over there, and then if I hit him, he moves. That's 100% a bot that somebody has paid for, or, you know, got for free. I don't even know if there's bots like that in Paladins, but it's my first time encountering one, I suppose. He'd stand still, he'd get hit, and then he'd move. I'm going to report his account, even though he's not on my side, just because if he's paying for a bot, that's really dumb. I've never seen the Paladins bot react to being shot before. Usually it tries its best to look like a normal player. So she gets a free kill on Andro. Pretty much. Yep, okay. I don't know how he just forgot about the sky, and then she killed a Meave. That is a perfect representation of how that game actually went. It was boring, and the most action was apparently a Sky killing 2 flankers just about. So if we take a look at the stats, Nessa had less damage than Torvald, so did Andro, and so did Meave. The only person above me on our side was a Cassie. On their side, I was topped by a Makoa by a tiny bit, a Sky by a little bit, a Nessa by a decent amount there. Koga might as well have not even been playing. Their Genos did pretty good. I don't know what else I can really say. I would definitely blame damage characters there other than Cassie for that loss. I'm surprised we didn't win, because realistically, if we had any of these flankers that were intelligent enough to realize that he was AFK, we could have won that, because they could have just repeatedly tried to find Koga, but there you go. Shout out to Kawaii Seed. Hello guys, FrostFangs here. Allier music. I would do that, and I would edit that in, but I have no idea if that music's copyrighted, because I've heard of people having issues with it before, so I'm not going to do the edit, but I want you to know that I thought about it, and it would have made me laugh whilst putting this video together. So there you go. Don't really know what else I can actually say. This worked a little bit better than I thought it would, but that's not saying much, because my standards were already like right at the bottom. It's now like actually only slightly below, I guess, acceptable. I still wouldn't ever use this. Realistically, I don't see why you would use this. If they changed it and they made this work differently, I could for sure see myself playing damage Torvald, because the amount of damage it does is okay. It's just the period is really long, and it's spread out over such a long period of time that it doesn't make sense. You'd rather just use your basic attacks to deal damage. Nullify, you use for the silence. You're not using it for damage. Realistically, no one is using it for damage unless you have to reload, and it's your last resort just to kill somebody by like this much health, then I guess. And direct current isn't strong enough to make you use this for damage. If they changed it and they made Nullify be used as more of a damage ability, even if they got rid of the silence on it and made it just deal damage, that would be a massive change, because then it would be changing the point of an ability and changing the way you play a character. I won't go on any longer because I've talked about it way too much already in this video. This is a Torvald damage video. I don't know why I've gone so in depth and everything. I just have a hell of a lot of passion for this game, and I feel like I should get my thoughts out there when I get the chance. And I felt very strongly about this one because Torvald is one of my favorite characters, alongside a good couple others. But thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next by leaving a comment in the comment section down below, as well as, you know, let me know your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear them. And as always, stay frosty.